Yer, what's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? I'm just on an evening walk, more like a nighttime walk, and during this walk, this thought came to my mind. Like, I'm just grateful to have a job. I'm grateful to, have somewhere safe that I can go to during the daytime. Just to be, productive and just have somewhere safe to go and safe to be, because again, right, like I live in the South Bronx, like where it's tough and it's rough out here, and it's a working class environment, but there's a lot of homeless individuals. There's a lot of food insecurity, homeless shelters, men's shelters, drug needles, unhealthy, food stores, liquor stores, just the overall quality of life, the poor air quality out here, being as though it's New York City with all the combustion and smoke in the air from various things. And then the Bronx is just more heightened because you have a lot of people smoke here, and it's a very, very small borough, so cars are more compact on top of each other, especially as it pertains to driving. But despite all of that, like, I'm grateful because I know it's long-winded, but I'm grateful because I just have somewhere safe to go and safe to be during the daytime, right? And like, I'm a teacher, and right now I'm teaching kids with students with disabilities, in a 12-to-1 classroom. But I'm just grateful, that even though that job is really tough and can feel overwhelming, I'm grateful to just have a job somewhere safe to be, and somewhere that I can go, and again, just be productive and receive feedback and just do my best. At the end of the day, just do my best, and come back in and just try to be a little bit better, each and every day. It's important. Don't stress yourself out. I'm not saying stress yourself out, try to be perfect, but at least it gets me out of the negative environment sometimes that the hood can kind of create, and I'm just working my way up as a young man, because I'm trying to move myself out of the South Bronx and out of this neighborhood. But that it takes time. It's a step-by-step process, but I'm just so grateful just to have a job, to be able to work towards my teaching license, and ultimately elevate myself out of this hood and out of this city, out of this borough. I'm glad I just have somewhere, a productive place to be during the day, because during the summertime, I spent the past 3 summers on the block. Not so much this past summer. This past summer, I was able to be off the block, but the summers before this, I've just been on my block and in my neighborhood. And it's just like wandering around the hood all day isn't a good thing. Like, it's not a good feeling. There's a heaviness that comes with it, because again, all the things that I listed, you're surrounded by that. It's not like you're even surrounded by just like nature and peace and fresh air. Like, no, you're surrounded by heaviness, And so I'm grateful that I was able to have the summer that I was able to have. I'm grateful that I have a job somewhere safe and productive that I'm able to be during the day. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to work hard and elevate myself through education and ultimately credentials that, can help build my confidence and build my character and build me up so that I can elevate and leave the South Bronx. That being said, that's all I got tonight, YouTube. I'm out. Peace. Have a great weekend.